from North Dakota straight through the Great Lakes and up to Maine, you'll feel the effects of a string of clippers. Our winter weather expert Tom Niziol is here. His forecast is always free. Tom, we're talking about this cold air and these, I don't know what you exactly want to term them, but these vortexes that are sliding through.
Yeah, and I want to cut to the chase here, guys, because I want to talk about a term that's been bandied about lately in the media and the press, and it's that term polar vortex. And believe me, this is something that is common. It has been around for as long as the Earth has been around. Meteorologists talk about it in a very general sense. The sky is not falling. We are all not going to see an end of the world tomorrow, and I'm going to describe this. So let's take a quick look here. A polar vortex is really, it's the circulation around the poles in the northern hemisphere here, and essentially this is always sitting there in the wintertime in particular, and it's a very high altitude in the atmosphere, and the part of the atmosphere we refer to as the stratosphere. And we do see some reflection of that in what goes on at lower levels in the atmosphere. And we can kind of draw the jet stream in here as a reflection of that polar vortex that goes around the North Pole here. And at times that jet stream will get little undulations in it. And these undulations will break off as areas of cold air that moves down from the higher latitudes around the pole down into the lower latitudes down toward the U.S. This is very common, happens every winter. It's just that term has been picked up this year with the cold air across the U.S., and it's really been hyped to a degree that I am not comfortable with at all. If we take a look here at this pattern, this is the cold air across North America, and yes, we are seeing another outbreak of cold air as we do every winter coming down across North America and into the United States in the next few days. On a more local scale here, there is the jet stream, the reflection of that cold air that moves down into the U.S. here, and we once again have a nice cold air outbreak across the U.S., but it is not something out of the normal. That is the story behind a polar vortex. It is a term that we use as meteorologists here. It's a very general term, and it can be reflected here in parts of the U.S. as outbreaks of cold air during the winter, not something that is uncommon to this part of the world. We'll send it back over to you.
The voice of reason. Genius. All right, Tom, thank you very much.
He's like that, you know, your favorite like 8th grade geography teacher.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy.
He's like, no, this is how it is.
Right.